Hello, listeners and companions. It's Dave, the Dungeon Master and producer of Four Orbs. We have a special episode for you here today. I'm recording this in an Airbnb in Indianapolis on the Saturday night of GenCon. You see, Deidre, who plays Astra, and myself came up here to meet up with our podcast buddies and meet new people. And on top of that, we're going to go ahead and get Deidre to introduce herself. Deidre, go ahead and tell us who you will be playing in this episode.
Hi, I'm Deidre from the Four Orbs podcast. You probably know me. Today, I am playing Barbara the Badger. Thanks, Barbara the Badger, for leaving us a Apple podcast review. I am using your name because I loved your username.
Now, on top of that, we also have two new guests on the podcast. Well, one of them is new. One of them has kind of been in the podcast already. Ooh. But we're going to go ahead and introduce them. Will you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us who you will be playing along with what podcast you're a part of?
Hey, this is Jeremy with Midnight Kingdoms, the GM in all things Midnight Kingdoms. You can find us over on Twitters, on the Googles, wherever you get your podcasts. And tonight, I will be playing Smartby Skullcruncher. I am the Gnomist Herald of the Storm.
Okay.
You won't like me.
I didn't go into all of that.
It's okay.
And also, I forgot that we're going to be releasing this on all of our things. So I just said, you know me.
Everyone better know Four Orbs at this point. Travelers, you're listening now and you haven't checked out Four Orbs. Feeling a little bit of shame.
Yankee went over.
We never talked about this. You all know about this, travelers. Go listen.
Well, just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ooh. Hi, everyone. If you haven't noticed, I'm Lucas, the DM of the Ballad of the Seven Dice. We're a lovely podcast out there wherever you can gather a podcast from the field, from space, everywhere. Who am I playing today? I'm not playing who you think I'm playing. No, today I'm playing Bernard Busybody. I am a Dragonborn Paladin. I serve under the Church of the Shining God. And let me tell you, I follow the oath of devotion. Although some would say I'm a bit evil.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Hold on. I should add that Barbara is a half-elf rogue because everybody else said
Oh, I thought she was a badger.
their stuff. No.
I'm a little
No.
No, I thought you
disappointed.
were like literally a badger.
No,
Little-
that's my nickname.
Okay.
My name is Barbara,
Why-
but they
why
call me
is
the
it-
Badger.
wait.
You will
Hold up.
find out.
You'll
No.
find out.
All right.
Wait, like a regular,
All
like northern badger, like honey badger.
We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to take control of this one here.
This is the problem having DMs on your podcast.
All right, so just so you listeners know, and you players, because I haven't told you yet, I am adding a new mechanic to the game today that we learned from one of the panels that we attended at GenCon. To help ease into the storyline, I'm going to allow our players to create plot points anytime through our adventure. The way this works is when a player chooses to use their plot point token, they will create a narrative plot that was not created by me, the DM. Now, when they do this, however, a consequence will occur, controlled by the player to their right. I'm sure it will get used, so you will see how it happens. So let's go ahead and get the episode started. All right, so Barbara, you find yourself walking through the cobblestone streets of Gamor. You just finished eating at your favorite restaurant in town. Deidre, tell us what Barbara's favorite meal is and what that restaurant is called.
I forgot you told me to think of this.
It's called Barnaby Snack Shack. Emporium. And used goods.
And Bales bonds.
So you got all that. We're here to pitch in to help each other.
What do badgers like to eat?
I'd say probably snacks from a snack shack.
I don't know, I guess
Especially when
I
they
could
have
Google it for you.
Probably root vegetables and smaller animals.
It's probably
Dipped in
just
honey.
It's probably just fucking grapes or some shit.
The grapes? Where are they getting grapes from, Dave? They're in North America.
There's grapes in North America.
What? Where?
What do badgers eat?
California, Wisconsin.
California's not real.
The
And
diet of
Wisconsin
the
has
Eurasian badger consists
yeah,
largely of
grapes.
earthworms,
Oh.
insects, grubs, and the eggs and young of ground nesting birds.
That's
rude. That's fucking
But you know
gruesome.
what you would find all that at? A snack shack.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was.
Are we gonna play
Yeah.
D&D or are we
No,
just gonna
I'm
fuck
we're
with
gonna
you?
fuck around now.
I'm waiting. Let's go.
This is kind of like the warm up, build up. You know, come on.
We're getting into our our personas, Dave. This is, we're improving. All right, so tell us, Barbara.
So Barbara had just, like a bed of lettuce with some eggs, some really fresh eggs on there from one of her favorite food stands.
Egg salad.
Egg salad. Yeah, you can say that. And the egg stand, the food stand is, give me a name.
Barnaby's. Sorry, let me do that a little clean. Barnaby's Snack Shack Emporium and Bail Bonds.
All right, we're just gonna go with that. We're gonna move forward. You just got done eating there, and the reason you took the time to do that today is because you're not sure when the next time it is you will have the chance to eat at that restaurant. You see, you're going on a journey, an experimental journey. You head into the Crimson Hold, and your mission today involves going to the Mage's Tower to visit the Archmage Chisholm Rism. As you arrive at this purple tower, the door opens and Chisholm Rism walks out, almost like he knew you were arriving. Ah, well, would you look at you, all ready for a mission and everything. You seem all geared up and ready. Deidre, go ahead and tell us what Barbara looks like.
Look, I made my character sheet. Wasn't that enough? Barbara is, she's a half elf, so we'll say she's slender and tall. She's got long jet black hair. She's got leather armor and just has an emblem of the Crimson Command.
The amalgam of the elements.
The amalgam of the elements.
What kind of weapons are you carrying?
I have 2 daggers, a short bow, and a rapier.
All right. You probably have like a backpack filled with some goods, but
Yeah, explorer pack, and say I look pretty roguish. Maybe a hood, a cowl.
Chisholm Rism then says, well, are you ready? Or do we need to do anything else before your mission?
I'm pretty sure I'm ready.
Did High Captain Gate give you the information?
He gave me as much information as I need for a mission with such unknown consequences.
Yes. Never know where you'll end up. You head into the tower and see many mages around this large circular room, sitting in lounge chairs, enjoying alcoholic beverages and filling the room with tobacco smoke. Chisholm Rism leads you to a small circular platform in the center of the room, and the two of you step on it. He waves his hands and your vision fades to black for about a minute or so, and you feel chilly in this darkness. But your vision fades back to a room filled with all sorts of objects, animals, and training acolytes. Chisholm steps off the platform in the direction behind you and says, all right, the Chaos Portal has been through many tests now, but we are ready for your mission. We are calling this experiment 1267. Human, well, half-human, testing.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
You turn to see this archway filled with bright colors. It swirls inward in a furious spiral. This portal stays this way briefly before switching to a new set of colors and patterns. It cycles through many different patterns and shades as you take a minute to stare at it. Do you have any questions first?
From what I know, I have no idea where I'm going. Is that correct?
That's correct. I mean, we have done enough tests now to where we know that objects grouped together within a certain time frame end up in the same place together. But it's a pretty small time frame. But that doesn't really necessarily matter for you because you're one object, if you think about it.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and step through whenever you're ready. We'll just be over here. And then they don't pay any attention to you at all. They're just like fiddling with flask and beakers and alchemic chemicals and playing with like feeding animals. And they don't really seem to even care that you're going through.
Awesome.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to look at the portal and look back at them and just shrug. Okay. See you on the other side.
And as you step into the portal, you feel pulled and stretched. Your body tenses and you can feel your muscles tearing. Your eyes feel pressure like wearing water goggles in a pool, and the suction is too strong. And you feel this way for several minutes before your body relaxes. Then all of a sudden, you see a lush green grass stretching across your vision before you collide with it. You just fell from about 5 feet in the air and hit this grassy ground.
Ow. I mean, oh.
Oh, are we doing a character voice now?
Did you not notice me?
I noticed it slightly started to change.
I noticed, Dave.
Yeah,
I
mean,
noticed.
normally I'm this monotone, and now I'm this monotone.
Yeah, there was.
That's like the best I can do.
It was the pitch drop. Come on.
Thanks, Lucas.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Lucas.
Look, man, I got a lot of things going on in these headphones over here.
Dave, you have your voice and Ashton. Or no, wait.
No, I have all the movements you've been making and
Barbara
signals
the
you've been
Badger.
making with Jeremy.
I didn't tell you to make it that sensitive.
What do you do once you hit the grass?
Trying to figure out where I am.
All right, so you stand up and kind of dust yourself off, and as you look around and see where you are, you see on the horizon a sky of blue, purple, and pink. A strong wind pushes against you constantly. It doesn't even seem to give up at all. Just a constant, probably like 20 to 30 mile per hour wind. And then you turn around and see this large wooden shack labeled Sigil Moons Inn, with a small slogan underneath that says, "The home you didn't know you needed."
Okay, I will walk that way.
All right, so as you walk that way, you see that there is a door, and it's kind of broken and leaning on its hinges. And you pull the door open to see a very dusty and broken lobby of an inn. There's tables that are kind of leaning on their side. Some of them are missing a leg and are completely diagonal. But then you look across and you hear, "Well, would you look at that? 2 in one day." You look over at the bar and see an old man with half his face covered in metal plating wiping down the bar.
Excuse me?
"Yeah, we just got another one of you." "Well, not one of you, not like a duplicate or anything, though that's happened before. Somebody just came through here about a couple hours ago. And then he said he had to go release one, whatever that means. And don't know when he's coming back, but he'll be back soon, I'm sure. He ain't got nowhere else to go."
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but where am I?
"Oh, you're on the moon of Sigil.
Do I know?
Are you confused about moon or sigil? I get different kind of reactions when I tell them that."
Okay. Can you tell me about this place? I've never heard of it before.
"Well, which part? The moon or the sigil part?"
Both.
"Oh, well, a moon is a object that kind of..."
Okay, I'm sorry. I know what a moon is.
"Oh, okay. Well, then sigil is a place that's kind of the center of everything. So, imagine there are multiple worlds and planes of existence. And then between all of them is sigil. Most people live down on the surface in a big city, and there's some outlying areas, but this is the moon of Sigil."
Do I know that there are other worlds?
You probably know and have heard of planes of existence, but probably have never studied it. But that's up to you, I guess.
Yeah, I've never heard of the moon of Sigil before. I didn't realize there was another world. I'm just on a mission trying to scout some information. Do you know how I get back to Asus?
Asus, I don't know what that one is. I've heard people come in through a place called Earth. Then there was this one that came from, where was it? It was a weird man. I'm not really sure what it was, but they immediately just jumped off the side and tried to get down to the city. But see what happens if you try to get down to the city immediately. You will just fall to your death unless you have some way of saving yourself.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you just go walk to the edge, you'll see.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to be passing over Sigil, the main city, within about 2 hours, maybe.
Okay.
I love
Both
how-
as player and character,
Yeah, I'm not following.
My
I'm
favorite
not
is how
either.
Barbara is just okay with all of this. I really enjoy Barbara's stoic, just calm demeanor. And Jeremy, what I was trying to say was lead with the pinky when setting a glass down. I learned that from an anime. Yeah, it actually silences the cup being placed.
It actually works.
Yes, it's actually quite wonderful.
I'm sorry, did he give me any relevant information in that?
I would say the relevant information that you received is that you are on a moon. You haven't really looked off of it yet, but you definitely don't recognize the colors in the sky. It seems that you have, in fact, found yourself in a place that is not known to Asus.
Okay. What was his name?
You haven't asked.
Okay, what was your name?
I don't have one.
His name
Dave.
is Dave.
I wrote everything down in my notes as Barkeep.
It's Barkeep Dave.
I guess we'll go with Barkeep Dave. Oh yeah, my name's Dave. Barkeep Dave.
Okay, Barkeep Dave. Thanks for the information. I think I'm gonna go wander around and scout for myself. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, do what you gotta. And as you turn to leave, you hear the creak of the door behind you. And you see a small gnome enter the building. Jeremy, go ahead and describe your character for us.
He's tall for a gnome. All of 3 feet, 11 and a half inches, which is a hair shorter than most dwarves. He is wearing nothing but a leather loincloth of mottled shades of green. His skin is very dark tanned, almost burnt in spots, so it seems. You've never seen a gnome so void of fat. He's nothing but bone and rippling muscle. On his back, there's a large bleached turtle shell. And between his body and that turtle shell are a multitude of weapons: a war pick, a warhammer, and a battle axe. Not kept in very good condition. They have obviously seen much. You're not sure if it's actually combat. On his hip is a little hand crossbow, and that is all you see.
Oh, well, there he is now. The one that said he had to go release something.
What's up, Dave?
Oh, hello, Smarpy. I don't know. I mean, you've been gone for a couple hours. I don't know what you had to do.
I dropped the keys off at the pool.
Drop the kids off at the pool?
Yeah, you know. Had a turtle head popping out. It was scared.
I don't know what any of that means, but you got somebody else that's joined you today.
Hey, I'm Smarpy.
Hello, I'm Barbara, but some people call me the Badger.
Oh, a badger, eh? The badger I've ever seen. I'm gonna walk up very pointedly, but kind of loose, not threatening, like holding out my hand, straight armed the whole way.
Okay, I'll extend my hand and shake.
He's gonna squeeze pretty hard and very energetically.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of cower back, and just because I'm not strong at all.
It's okay, Barbara. I don't bite. Unless you want me to.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of bend down and be like, do you know where we are? This Barkeep Dave wasn't that helpful.
Yeah, we're on the moon with Sizzle. A moon up in the sky.
Yeah.
It usually goes around. Well, some say around, some say over, some say under.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. It's in the sky.
how do you get back to your world?
I don't know.
I came in through a chaos portal.
I don't care how you got here. Let me tell you how I got here.
Perfect.
You see, what happened was, I was out in the woods. I was tracking this huge wildebeest. These things that are on all fours. Look like a buffalo, but they're really big. They got a big fat ass.
Do you mean a bison?
No. Bisons are from
Love it.
Africa. Buffalo are North America. Or something like that. But anyway.
That was a factoid right there. The definition of factoid for all you people out there, you're probably thinking, ooh, that was a small fact. A factoid is a false statement.
Ignore Lucas. I don't think it means what you think it means. Anyway, I was tracking this wildebeest. I needed some food. I was quite hungry. So it laid a big turd. I'm like, you know what? There's got to be something good inside there. So crawled inside. Before I know it, when I found what I needed, I stood up. Poof, here it was, right outside this bar. I had to go wipe myself off. I'm gonna like lick, the inside of my arm.
Yeah, I think that was
I just furrow my brows. That's an interesting story. Maybe we came through the same portal or something.
You went to a big pot of poop too?
No.
Say, you look awfully clean for just coming out of a big pot of poop.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, I'm sorry. That didn't happen to me.
It's in my mind. I do care. How'd you get here?
I work for the Crimson Command.
Okay, never mind. I don't care.
Okay.
Dave, I need more.
And then all of a sudden you hear the loud clutter and clank outside. The barkeep says, "Well, golly, I guess there's another one here today."
God damn it, son of a bitch.
You hear just after that a scream. And then the door opens. Brushing himself off, you see a 6'3" red dragonborn wearing glistening red armor with a beautiful red cape. He has this sickly yellow starburst on his chest with a set of smiling crooked teeth. And he has blue dreadlocks, golden eyes, and blue tinted nails. And he walks in. "Oh, sorry, I was just getting rid of a bit of the trash. Anyways, my name's Bernard Busybody. What world are we in today? I assume it's not Kryn or Faerun. Ooh, you're a smelly one. I'll have what he's having."
I've never seen a dragonborn before, right?
You have never seen anything scaly like this before.
Yeah, I have no idea what
You
he is.
look like you've seen either a ghost or an Alip. Let's guess. I'm gonna go with Alip. The wisdom looks low.
Just say a true dragonborn.
I'm just joking. I'm having a laugh. My name's Bernard Busybody. Let's shake hands like gentlefolk. I'm a paladin after all. I will strut right up there. I got this massive great axe on my back. I look like I'm ready for war. And I just extend my hand, and then I awkwardly cross my arms and extend my hand to the gnome.
I'm going to reach both hands out and just shake his hand very, very aggressively and excitedly.
Ooh, I like that. Strong grip. Nice. Ooh, you smell, though. I am going to wash my hand.
Can you wash me while you're at it? I can only get so many spots.
I don't mind helping out a fellow common folk.
Well, thank you. God, you're such a typical dragonborn.
Ooh, I felt like that was a little bit pointed towards a racial tendency, but I let it slide because I'm Bernard Busybody, paladin of the Church of the Shining God.
Dragonborn are really smart.
Ooh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I do study. You still haven't shaken my hand. I'm feeling really awkward here.
I'm so sorry. I reach out and shake his hand.
Yeah, I give the firm grip, but not too hard. I'm not a jerk. Shake the hand.
I was hoping you didn't get the wet noodle.
I'm sorry. I've never seen a what is it? Dragonborn?
Dragonborn.
Yeah, I'm a dragonborn.
Half dragon, half man.
That armor looks interesting. Are you a part of a military group?
Yeah, actually. The Crimson Command.
Crimson Command.
Yes.
Ooh, well, tell me more.
Our hold is in Gamor
Mm-hmm.
and Asis, assuming you're not from Asis.
That's your world?
That is my world.
Interesting. That's good to know.
Yes, I'm here on a scouting mission. I'm
You're
trying to...
creepy.
I'm sorry. I just love learning new things. For instance, that bar keeps half of his face. It frightens me. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Oh, what do you mean it frightens you?
Like I feel a little. I have a clenched tummy.
Look, I've been through some combat. I had to get some things replaced here and there and maybe held in place.
Can I help you? I can heal a bit.
I mean, it's healed. I don't feel any pain. It's just missing.
Okay.
Like my foot's also missing.
Can I see?
I was saying I'm gonna like run over to the bar and like jump up on the stool and like lean like over as far as I can.
Yeah, you look over and you see his right foot is like at the ankle missing, and he's just got like a little peg.
Holy shit, look at that. It's a fucking peg.
Barbara, come look at this. It's crazy.
Look at this.
Barbara, come on.
This is nuts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. What was that? What did that? Wasn't it an alligator?
No, it was like an invisible something.
Like a manifest?
See, I
Was
heard
it an
about.
alligator ghost?
I heard that there was like a portal on the other side of this moon, so I went to search for it. And in my journey, I lost my foot.
Does it go to Asus?
I don't know where it goes. I think it just leaves this place.
Huh. This could be helpful. I'll pull out a notebook and start taking notes.
Yeah, let's try to go to Asus. I think we should.
You said you're smart.
I'm very smart.
Do you know how to get back to Aces?
Is that Arcana?
A portal to Asus.
Yeah, I don't
I
feel
would
like.
go. I would go with Arcana. Yeah,
Okay,
probably Arcana or History.
it's the same for both.
Okay, so yeah.
17.
You've never heard of Asus, so you don't know of a portal that could go to Asus.
Where did you say we were, Barbara?
This is.
You're on the moon of Sigil.
Yeah.
The moon of
What he
Sigil.
said. I start writing that down because I already forgot.
Oh, well. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, no, well, not the moon, the city, but let me tell you, I've been around. I've been to a few places.
Oh, you've been to the city of Sigil?
Oh, it's dastardly. There's so much crime. But I am actually from the world of Kryn. And then I went to the Forgotten Realms, the Faerun. And it was a lovely time there. But we were facing against a violent uprising from these chosen. And unfortunately, I was in the middle of a ritual to become very powerful, to become a monster, to become this great creature of my god, to destroy these evildoers, really bring justice and light to the poor people who were being oppressed by the chosen. And unfortunately, the moment the ritual finished, me and I believe his name was Frank, we appeared here, and Frank was, I think, the slightest bit insane, so I sent Frank to Sigil. I sent Frank to the city, ahead of us.
And where's Frank now?
I believe he's in Sigil.
Were we supposed to meet him and when? Or you? I just assumed we, cause...
I assume we'll see him around.
Well, I mean, unless you can fly for hours, you aren't getting down from the city from here.
Oh, Frank is full of mysteries. I'm sure he'll pull something out of that hat of his. Speaking of which, if anyone wants a hat, there's one outside.
Is that a fancy hat?
Oh, it's just a straw hat. It's fine, though. I think it'll look sporting on you.
Why is there a straw hat outside?
Oh, you know how things get.
I'm gonna walk out and go get the straw hat.
Okay, so you walk outside to, I guess, see a straw hat on the ground.
What does this area look like? Like, how does the outside of this place look, and what am I looking at? Like,
So as you walk outside and kind of get a deeper look at the area, you see you're kind of in like this grove, this large grove with a forest line all around, but not completely all around, more like a semicircle. And about a football field's length away, there is an edge. Like it's a flat surface, like a flat earth, I guess you could think.
Marty
interesting.
was right all along.
Is there anything else that you know about this straw hat?
No, I'm just grabbing the straw hat.
Personally, I know that was Frank's hat before Frank went to Sigil.
Okay.
There's like a
he
little,
went
like,
ahead of us though.
there's like a little like piece of straw, like a little piece of straw like hanging out my mouth. Toss on the hat, put a piece of straw in my mouth.
You look charming.
Thanks.
So this portal on the other side of the moon, Dave. Tell me, what troubles did you have to overcome to get to this portal? Because you've seen a scrap or two.
Man, you're intense.
Oh, I'm just really into the story.
Obviously.
Oh yeah, a couple of years ago, I ended up here. Not a couple of years, more like probably 10 years. But about a year or two ago, the barkeep that was here before me died of old age. He didn't have a way to escape, so he was just living here. And so I took over his duties. But no one's been here for a couple of months now. Every time somebody shows up, though, they always try to jump right off the side and hope to land in water or something to break their fall. But they usually just die.
Yeah, that checks out.
But I went to go search for the portal on the other side because, you kind of go insane being here for so long. Because once you pass over the city, you don't have another chance to see the city from above again for another 20 years, I think they say.
Oh, that My people don't live that long.
So yeah, I went to go find the portal, and first time I set foot in the forest, something attacked me and bit my foot off. Couldn't see it, so I crawled my way back here, and found my way as a barkeep.
Okay, well,
I just assume I'm gonna die here.
so there's an invisible alligator out there. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, yeah, well, Barbara, I will dedicate my life to getting you back to Aces. Don't you worry.
Wow.
And Smarpy,
Okay.
I don't know where you came from, but we're honestly just going to send you to Aces. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I can't do two worlds.
Okay, it's fine.
I don't live that long.
I don't worry when I go back. It's kind of depressing. So,
Oh, perfect. Is Aces nice?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty nice.
Is there a lot of gods in Aces?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, perfect.
We have 10 gods.
Oh, just 10? Okay.
Yeah.
It were the last place I was at, they had a few hundred, and what a pickle.
Jesus.
Yeah, tell me
We even
about
10
it.
is a lot, man.
How many do
We
you
barely even
have?
talk to ours. Some say they're not even around, but whatever.
Oh, where are you from?
I don't know. It doesn't have a name.
Well, that makes that a little tricky. Well, that's all right. We're gonna go to Aces.
Most people just call it the Midnight Kingdoms because it's, midnight, dark,
Ever tell
end
you
of the
about
day,
well the gods?
depressing,
Oh,
fog,
ooh. Well, I mean, a little bit of
And
fog,
stuff.
though. It's nice and moist. It's good for the scales. But I want to go to this portal on the other side of the moon, and I think you two are up to snuff to help us get there. And by Jones, I believe it's going to get us to Aces because I am a man of positivity.
You're intense.
I'm sorry. Am I making you feel uncomfortable?
Oh, I like it.
Good. Are you okay, Barbara?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have more information than, and I'm just gonna, nod my head towards Dave.
Yeah,
Who's
Dave
just-
doesn't seem to know a lot.
Who's cleaning
Oh,
the
Dave.
glass that Smarpy had completely made dirty with just his filthy hands and mouth.
Dave, I'm still waiting for my ale.
Oh yeah, here it's on the house because we don't have currency here.
Wait, Dave,
Wow,
how do you
sweet.
have food and drink? Did someone deliver it to you?
No, I mean we got a small farm in the back, and we brew our own beer from some wheat in the fields.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
Do you want to come with us?
I'm here by myself. Give me a persuasion check.
That's a skill I actually have. 13.
He almost seems like he wants to, and then he steps forward and realizes he has a peg foot. He's like, "Oh no, I couldn't do it."
Smarpy could carry you if he had to. Look at him. He's a man of strength.
I'm gonna stand
I
up
could-
up to 4 feet tall.
Look
on
at
my
Barbara.
tiptoes a little bit.
Barbara's got some strength.
No, no.
Wait. But what happened, Barbara?
I just don't keep up with my physical abilities that much.
Are you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pressure you into lifting Dave. I'll lift Dave.
Okay.
Dave, come here.
I mean, if you think you can carry me
Dave, I
across
can
the moon,
Dave, I will carry you. I will bring you to Aces. Come here, Dave.
because if you get me stuck out there, I'm not gonna be able to get back.
Dave, you're never going to get back sitting in this bar.
I'd rather be here than out there with something to ease my ankles.
But Dave, there are 3 powerful warriors, and I am a chosen of the shining god. I will help you. Let me carry you, Dave. Get on my back, my broad back.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, all right. I'll come. I mean, I can walk for a little bit, but once it gets swampy, you're gonna need to carry me.
Of course. Anything for a fellow common folk.
Greetings there, travelers. You're probably thinking, oh, this has been fun. What's this? This is such a different kind of episode. Well, I'm doing a mid-roll for the first time. And, me wing over famous gnome bard. You probably recognize my bardic voice playing.
Bernard Busybody, the dragonborn cultist of the Church of the Shining God.
He was a fun character to play, I have to say. But I'll let Lucas explain this stuff here.
Thanks, Wingover. Yeah, so we got to have a lovely surprise recording at GenCon. And by surprise, I mean we planned it and we talked about it, we figured out the day, and then we recorded, which was a lovely surprise because it worked. So we recorded with Jeremy, as you heard from Midnight Kingdoms, and Dave and D of Four Orbs, and it was an absolute blast. You got to hear my terrible amount of crosstalk as well as Jeremy's, and Dave did such an amazing job editing this and making us all sound real good. So thank you so much, Dave, for that one right there. This episode actually helps tie in each of our worlds into this Moon of Sigil. You see, Schmarpy, he is from the Midnight Kingdoms world that is being oppressed by the gloom. And he ended up there through some unsanitary ways, but it worked out well. And we all heard Dee's character, Barbara the Badger. She ended up there from Asis, which is the world in the Four Orbs, which is another thing you should all check out. Be sure to check out Midnight Kingdoms in the Four Orbs. And through the Crimson Command, of course, came to Sigil. And we got Bernard Busybody, who was a fair-ranking paladin in the Cult of the Shining God, or the Church, as they say. And through that lovely ordeal, now all our worlds are actually connected through Sigil. So, ultimate crossover. But yeah, this was amazing, and I had so much fun, and I'm just so glad we got to share it with you all. And we had so much fun. To all the people that we met out there at GenCon, you're amazing, fantastic, we love you. And thanks for coming up and saying hi. To all you people we haven't met yet, you're also amazing, you're fantastic, and we love you. And I can't wait for the day that we do get to say hi. Well, I think that's about it. So make sure you subscribe, listen, and rate Midnight Kingdoms and Four Orbs. Smash that like and subscribe button. And also, like and subscribe us too, and give us a review, stuff's good, stuff's good. But let's get back to the show. Goodbye, everyone.
Toodaloo.
Hey, listeners. My name is Dave Cole, and I'm the Dungeon Master and host of a Dungeons & Dragons podcast called...
Wait, Dave, say no more. They'll be enchanted by one of my songs, and then they'll be hooked.
No, they want to hear about how we slay great beasts.
No, they want to hear about magic and sorcery and spellcasting.
They will listen for the story, the rich history, the lore. Or we can just roll the dice and let fate decide.
You're right. If you haven't listened to the Four Orbs yet, find us at www.fourorbs.org or whatever podcast app you use. So you travel for a couple hours, and at some point, Dave does say, all right, you're going to have to carry me at this point. It's getting a little moist below my peg.
Hop on this back, Dave. Get on here.
I hate when it happens.
Oh, it's the
I use
worst.
twice a day.
Can you squat for me a little bit so I can climb up?
I'm gonna.
Dave, get on.
I'm gonna get down on the ground.
This was me.
I do squats all day. Come on, Dave, let's go.
He climbs up and puts his arms around your neck and holds tight. And then you feel his legs kind of wrap around your abdomen, and then the peg just kind of hits the heel of his other foot.
I grab onto his thighs, and I start us on this adventure. And I say this, Dave, and I pull out my instrument of my people, a Kleenex box with an elastic band. That's right, not a rubber band, an elastic band from Canada. Dave, I'm taking you on an adventure through the swamp. We'll see the dangers that tried to eat you. But do not worry. Our holy eyes can see invisible things. Oh, Dave, do not fear. For the Dragonborn is here. Dave. That's what I say.
Oh my gosh, that was just absolutely brilliant. That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Smarpy.
Barbara, takes this lovely interlude to walk to the front of the group and start scouting ahead.
All right. So
Thank you, Barbara.
What we're gonna do at this point is you're entering a heavy bog, and it's actually got some like deep water every once in a while. So we're gonna do a simple skill challenge here.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
what that means is that you're gonna need 3 successes before you receive 1 failure. That's right. 1 failure.
Oh,
If 1 failure happens in the very first round, you fail the skill challenge.
You're an
And
asshole.
something negative happens.
I'm going to use this new dice that I've never used before, so I don't know the outcome.
Nice. But, however, though you can't have 1 failure, you do have a very low DC. I need you to beat a DC of 10. That's it. Just a DC of 10. So any skill that you are proficient in, you can use. You can also use attacks if needed, but I don't know what you would attack as you don't know any enemies in the area. You can also use items for instant successes if you have anything in your equipment. And that's about it.
All right.
So we're going to roll initiative at this point to see who goes first in trying to help the group get across this heavy bog.
That is a 8.
Ooh, that's a high initiative bonus. Nice. I got a 15.
14.
All right. So we're going to go to you first, Lucas.
Uh,
I'm sorry. What was your character's name again? Big
Barnaby Busybody. No, sorry. Bernard Busybody.
Bernard. All right, Bernard.
All right.
Bernard, you're going to go first.
Well, seeing as we start trekking and we come apart a rather deep part of the bog. It gets quite like almost up to our hips. So seeing this, I'm like, ooh, no siree, Bob. I'm going to use my great axe and chop down a tree to help us cross this deep part of the bog.
All right. Give me a attack with the great axe.
9.
Is it really?
I got a 9. He said
All
the DC
right.
was 5, right?
No, it's 10.
Oh, it was 10? Shit. Bye, Dave.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have that instant failure.
Do I have advantage?
This was the shortest skill challenge that I think I'll ever have. Maybe.
I'm gonna implement my plot point at this moment.
Okay. Plot point.
So as Bernard successfully fells this tree and it falls down, you hear the footsteps of a very angry footsteps. Boom, 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 and you wonder to yourself, who could this figure be? Looking back, we see a large ogre. You see Frank. He's quite mad. I did say he was mad. I may have confused it with insane. No, he was actually just really irritated with the fact that when we first appeared in this land, Frank was on the very edge of the moon, and I shoved him. And his hat flew off his head, landing, and that is what actually Smarpy is wearing, his hat. So you can choose the
Yeah.
the
So you're
consequence.
to the right of Lucas, Jeremy. So that means you get to choose the consequence of Lucas entering this plot point into our story.
Like, hey, do me a favor. Get us across this bog and you have your stupid hat back.
The consequence. Oh, that Frank is helpful, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the worst.
Wait. So what's the consequence? I'm sorry.
The consequence is, I was trying to roleplay it, is that Frank shows up and is actually helpful.
And I, Bernard, hate it so much. I hate Frank with every fiber of my being. He's such an unsanitary, just the worst crude man, and I hate him. But in actuality, he's a really nice guy, and he's very helpful. And
Okay.
and a lot of people like him.
Well,
And
I
I
think-
hate him because a lot of people like him, and they don't like me.
Well, and from Smarpy's kind of viewpoint is, dude, an ogre wearing a straw hat, he's really got to love this straw hat.
All right, I got you. I know we're going with this now.
All right.
So as you chop this axe, or you use your axe to chop this tree down, and as soon as the tree hits, you hear a ugh. And Bernard, you recognize this growl, and you see
Shit.
Frank barreling through small tree after small tree and appear between some bushes.
Oh boy.
And then he goes,
"Hey, Frank.
Holy shit, that's Frank?
That's Frank."
I smell a baby ogre.
and he looks directly at you, Smarby.
Oh, yes, baby ogre stink. Come here.
And he barrels towards you, Smarby, and just kind of goes to grapple you. But you don't feel threatened, weirdly. Do you try and let him?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to open up my arms way up.
Come here, big guy. Give me a hug.
And he takes you by the abdomen with one hand and lifts you up.
Shit, careful, careful.
And he doesn't squeeze, though. He just kind of brings you up to his nose and goes,
Oh, nothing like the smell of a fresh baby ogre.
Barbara, this guy's the worst. He's just the worst. Don't even trust
He's
him.
very complimentary. He knows a good thing when he smells it.
He says that now, but just wait till you just appear and he tries to shove you.
I'm going to whisper to Frank. I'm like,
He's just jealous.
Hey, I mean, you're wearing my straw hat, just so you know. It
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
quite fit your head.
I didn't know you were coming back so quick, so
Oh.
can you do us a favor? If you can get us across this bog, I will gladly give it over without an argument.
Okay,
But
yeah.
can I keep this piece of straw that I've been chewing on for like the last 2 hours? Because it's quite tasty.
Yeah, I'll let you keep it. Yeah,
Ah,
sure.
thanks.
But,
You know what? In good faith, I'll give you the hat back right now.
okay.
and he takes the hat off your head and puts it on his.
Oh, he looks the worst.
And then he
Oh.
looks over to you, Barbara, and he says,
Would you also like a ride across the bog?
Before I answer that question, did Lucas fall? Did Bernard
no,
fall?
Lucas didn't fall. I'm assuming he used his plot point, which created a success.
Yeah,
Okay.
I made myself successful through my plot point, but I made Frank appear, and I hate him so much.
Okay, cool. Just making sure Dave's not like drowning right now.
I have Dave on my back.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay. I guess. Sure.
He just swipes with his off hand and like picks you up and
uh.
holds, like brings you up to his like holding you kind of like a barrel if a barrel would fit in his arm.
Oh, the worst.
so where am I in, like, relation?
He's got you in his main right hand, just like, in your
Are my
grapple.
hands free?
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
above the hand.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna look at Barbara, like, just like wave at her, like, just excitedly with like this huge grin.
and then-
Doesn't even have a trolley to pull. This is classic Frank.
You may be smart, but you're a big party pooper.
Well, listen, at least I have style. Oh, shit, I got stuff all over me. No.
and then Frank looks at you, Bernard, and says,
Well, I ain't carrying you either. So, I'm mad at you.
and he just starts like walking.
Frank, I
Come
didn't.
on, Frank.
Frank, I didn't shove you. You fell, you oaf. I'm gonna do a deception. 16.
What's that against? Insight usually?
Yeah.
I rolled a 16. Open it up. Insight.
I
for
wonder what an ogre has for wisdom.
Wisdom's -2, so 14.
Perfect.
And you rolled a what now?
I rolled a 16.
Okay. So yeah, you deceive him. He goes,
Oh, I guess I am usually kind of clumsy.
Well, it's not your fault, Frank. Let's get moving.
Yeah, let's get all 4 of you on me.
and he like kind of goes and like hugs you with.
I'm like just like limp dead weight. Like I make it difficult. I'm like, oh.
He hugs you and Dave in one swoop with his right arm, which has got Smarby in his right fist.
Thank you,
Please tell me
Frank.
though that he's like in like the armpit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to like hold something like between your, you know.
Yeah, so we got Barbara in the left armpit barrel hug, and then we got Bernard and Dave in the right armpit barrel hug, and then
And I'm like in the hand, like flapping my arm, like.
This is fun.
How
Where's
are you
Dave, though?
doing, Dave?
yeah, I'm okay. It's just kind of stinky over here.
Yeah, that's Frank for you. Thank you, Frank, for assisting us.
Hey Frank, what's your family name?
I don't have one.
Barbara, that's rude. Don't ask ogres that question.
Frank,
I'm
that's
sorry.
So sad.
I'm just making notes to report back to the Crimson Command.
That's fair.
I thank you for your service for helping us across this
Frank,
bog.
do you like the woods?
Oh, yeah, I love the woods. And the bog.
Do you like playing in the mud?
Yeah, but I got a mission right now, right? I gotta get you across
Hold
the
on,
bog.
hold on. Do you like chewing on bones?
Yeah, I like bones.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a last name. You're now a skull cruncher.
Skull Cruncher.
A small tear goes down my face. That was a beautiful moment.
Frank Skull Crusher.
I immediately write this down in
You
my
know what,
notebook.
Frank? You know what, Frank? You and I, we're brothers now.
School crusher.
Brothers.
Baby brother.
I'm gonna like put my hand like on his cheek and be like,
Baby brothers.
Oh, I don't know which one's older, honestly. I'm a little... Oh, probably the gnome. But thank you for documenting this, Barbara. This is a beautiful moment.
Of course.
So Frank carries all four of you across the bog with ease, and you successfully succeed the skill challenge.
what the fuck just happened?
This was the fact that Dave gave me a plot point, and this is what happens when you give me things.
And so once you get across the depth and the ick and the gross of the bog and back to like a kind of solid grassy land, Frank puts all four of you down and says,
It was nice meeting you three, but Bernard, I'm still kind of mad at you. But you did help me find a new place to live.
Yes, there's a beer back at the inn there. What was it called again? Dave, what was the inn?
"Oh yeah, the inn is the Sigil's Moon."
Oh, it's the Sigil's Moon. Oh, by the way, Frank, we're on a moon. Sigil's down below. It'll come back in 20 years. I'm sure you'll be fine. We're just gonna go look for a portal to Aces. That's where Barbara's from.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back into the bog here. I like it in here. It's kind of peaceful. Lots of wind.
There's an invisible ghost alligator in there. Be careful.
I'll stomp it.
God, I hope so.
You'll crunch its skull.
Yeah, Skull Cruncher.
Yes.
And then Frank stomps himself back into the bog, and you hear the water kind of splashing from his large body.
I'm gonna like be at the edge and just like wave.
Bye, Frank.
I'm brushing myself off. I can't believe I let Frank touch me.
You were such a prude.
Listen, you don't know Frank like I know Frank, all right? The things that went
I
into
think I
those-
know Frank better than you do now.
If you saw the things
Frank
that went into
is
that,
now a
house,
skull cruncher, okay?
that was a
I don't
beautiful.
want to hear about it.
That was a beautiful. I'm trying.
And then Dave speaks up and says, "Well, this is about as far as I got. This is where I got attacked, so I guess be on the lookout for invisibility."
Yeah, it'll probably look like a shimmer. Look for a shimmer.
I can scout ahead for us.
Barbara, I'm worried about you.
I'm fine. This is what I do for a living.
If you feel trained, then I have full belief in you. We will get you to Aces. But if you're in any kind of danger, me and Dave will rush to your aid.
Okay.
So you start scouting ahead, Barbara, and you're not really sensing anything or see anything. The area you're in is kind of a light wood. It's a pretty thin forest, but there is a lot of shrubbery along the ground.
Sorry, shrubbery makes me think of Monty Python.
Yeah. We could probably sell this to some people, traveling nights and such.
A brush. And so let's go ahead and give me a investigation check. Or, let's make it a perception check, Barbara.
Whatever. I'm good at all of those things. I'm very proficient in numerous skills. That is a 16.
16. Okay, so Bernard told you to look for a shimmer. So in your head, you were thinking like a glint from the sun or something like that. But then you do see kind of an abnormal movement. A little bit of brush moves. And in your head, scouting on Aces, you think, oh, well, that's probably like a deer or a squirrel or a rabbit, any kind of small creature. But then you realize, wait, you haven't seen any creatures on this moon since you arrived. You've been walking for hours. And then the bush kind of abruptly, violently opens up, but nothing's there.
Guys?
Give me initiatives.
Ah, shit.
All right, so to set the scene for you, Smarpy, you are up first. You are about 30 feet behind Barbara, and she turns and looks at you and says,
Guys?
and that's when we started initiative.
Uh-oh.
Now, is your turn. I'm giving you the start of initiative instead of a surprise attack for the enemy, because I don't know what you can do as a character, and I'm giving you the opportunity to maybe make something happen.
Yeah, 'cause I really don't know.
I mean, you can delay.
You haven't even described a character yet, right?
No.
I mean, they can't see it.
I
Yeah,
can't.
exactly.
Well, again, I probably would just like, what the fuck is she talking about? I'm gonna roll perception.
Okay, give me a perception check.
That is a 7.
You still do not see anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean it takes up your turn. I'm going to turn that into a delay, and we're going to move on to Barbara. It is your turn.
Plot point.
Okay.
We're on a bog, right?
You're
It's
out of
outside
the
the
bog,
bog.
you're in the grass now, in a light forest that has some small brush throughout the area.
But we are just outside of the bog, right?
I'll give that to you, sure.
Okay. Steam starts rising from this bog where this creature is coming from, and we see this form
Okay.
of
I'll say cue to you.
Okay, I see. So you see this form of a cat-like creature with tentacles reaching out from its back.
Fuck me.
Now, what is the consequence of this, Lucas?
The consequence is normally this cat-like creature, otherwise known as a displacer beast, is a cat-like creature with tentacles coming off its back, lashing about freely. But the creature we see before us has not one head but two.
Has not
One head but two.
Oh.
And not 2 tentacles.
No, we're not going that far. No, he has 2 heads.
All right, so that would be your turn, Barbara, to use the plot point.
Oh, that's my turn?
Unless we think it shouldn't be, because this is the first
You know,
time that we've
Hey,
done
I am
plot
a
points.
rogue. Do I
I-
have a bonus action?
No, I think the plot point. I think the plot point is like outside of our turn because like
I
if
would
you think
agree.
about it, I chopped down a tree and then I used the plot point. Like I think the plot point is a little like it's outside, like because it's not exactly the player's action, right? It's like or the character's action. It's
The world's
you,
action.
the player,
Yeah.
manipulating the world. So I
Okay.
think
I think
you
it's
still-
allowing that character to take an action.
I
I
think
think
they.
it
I think they
it
still
allows the
like-
player to take an action.
Yeah, but not the character themselves. So the character still has their thing of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, they can do
They
they can
did.
do full action before they used it.
Yeah.
Or
I'll go with that. So yeah, you have your full action at this point, Barbara, and it is your turn, and you know where the displacer beast is, which is 30 feet away from you.
Do I know anything about displacer beasts?
Give me a nature check.
That is a 15 plus 7.
So 22. Yes, you know that a displacer beast, it has a displacement effect where it can make it project to be in one spot when it's really not there. In this case, though, it having 2 heads, not normal. You don't know of any resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities. It seems to just take the damage as needed.
Barbara, be careful. That thing is dangerous. It's no petting critter.
Okay, so basically the invisibility aspect isn't it can take damage?
Yes, it can take damage.
Okay,
Where
but
you
whatever-
see it because of the steam, it's actually there, but it's projecting itself from its previous location. In my head, how I think about it is every 30 feet that it moves, it leaves an image where it was.
So like low key.
It's like
Yeah.
constant after images.
Yeah, okay.
It's like
Okay,
vibrating.
Gotcha. I will focus all of my energy on seeing this, what's it called?
Displacer beast.
This displacer beast, and I will grab my 2 daggers and throw them.
Throw them? Okay.
Nice.
Give me an attack with the daggers twice. And I'm actually going to give you advantage because he doesn't know that you know he's there.
Ooh.
Cool. All right, that is 16. That is also 16.
Okay, so the first one hits.
Okay, 18 plus 6. So 20.
You want to go for the critical?
Yeah, you should roll again just in case you get a critical.
Oh, do I get 2 advantages?
Yeah, because it's
Oh.
in your turn.
Okay, that's 11. So no.
So yeah, both daggers hit. Let's give me the damage. Don't forget your sneak attack on the damage because you are getting
Ooh.
advantage. That means as a rogue, you do the 2d6 per dagger.
Per attack, yeah.
All right, that is +7, so plus another 7.
Okay, so 7, 7, and 8. That's going to bring you up to 22 damage.
Jesus.
Describe your dagger attacks for me.
Okay, so I reach into my robe cape, which has my 2 daggers very, very thoughtfully placed on the side of my ribs. And I will throw the first one with my right hand, aiming straight at one head, and then my left hand going straight for the left one's neck.
Okay. So the daggers fly true and pierce the displacer beast in your targeted area, and it wails and screams in a cat-like screech, and then launches forward for you. Did you want to do any movement during your turn?
I will use cutting action to dash out of the way.
Okay. Where are you running to? Away from it? Back to your friends? Or
back to my friends.
So the displacer beast runs towards all 3 of you, and Dave is now seeing this displacer beast as it comes to its actual form, since it's since it's been attacked. Dave is screaming and wailing and trying to get off of your back to push
Dave,
you towards...
I don't mean to be rude, but if you continue this bit of a tantrum, I will throw you to both heads.
He does squirm off of your back and like land on his back, and he starts to crawl away. So he's like 10 feet on his belly behind you. The displacer beast charges across the field towards all 3 of you and is in melee range. He used his dash action, though, to get there, so he does not get to take a melee attack this turn.
So I didn't take an action. I really didn't hold or whatever.
I think we said you
Yeah,
held
I treated you as an auto delay, so you can take your turn whenever you're ready.
I'm going to rage. So as soon as he enters within like melee range, put my hands out, get like a claw position. I kind of turn him upside down. I'm just like staring at him, just waiting. And from the sky, just a large lightning bolt just crashes.
Okay. Does he
Right
get any
into
kind of save or anything?
He does. He actually, in fact, gets a
Deck save.
a 13 deck save. If he saves it, he gets half damage.
Okay.
Otherwise, he takes full.
So, yeah, he misses. So give me the full damage.
He gets 5.
5 lightning damage. And this is activating rage with your bonus action, right?
Yep.
So then you get a full action with your turn still.
And then with that, once that unleashes, just and grab almost like a quick release on my turtle shield and just bring it back in front. I pretty much grab it by my war pick. It slaps on, and I just swing out.
All right. Give me the attack.
Oh!
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. Nice. What is it with barbarians, rage, and advantage always getting fucking nat 20s? Kappa calling out to you right now. Give me a D20 roll, Jeremy, for the critical chart.
Yeah.
That was half a nat 20.
10 is going to be an extra die to your critical. So on top of the extra die you already have, you're going to do another extra die.
So
times
3d6?
So 3d6 plus your damage modifier.
10.
All right, so 10 damage.
Reach behind me, grab my turtle shell. With the turtle shell, I'm using my war pick to bring it across. And just with the backhand, just try to smash pretty much whatever's coming at me. I'm just screaming like,
All right.
Smash. In the face.
The displacer beast gets hit by the war pick and just kind of falls to the side and then brings himself forward and gets ready to attack. But first, we have to go to you, Bernard.
So Bernard sees this creature and he is annoyed at Dave. But he's going to let it slide because there's a few pressing issues at hand. So he is going to... am I in the creature's threatened range?
You are.
Okay. So Bernard walks forward. He holds on to the hilt of his great axe and slides it out with a heavy swing because it's quite hefty, and then grabs it with both hands. He holds it and he looks down at this giant axe head while this creature is just ferociously biting towards Barbara and Smarpy. And he starts whispering onto his axe blade, And it's like infernal for, let us cleanse this beast from this forgotten moon. And it doesn't do anything. You thought I was really building on something? I just attacked the creature.
This is what happens when I DM as a player.
Yeah, right? Like, I just add all this flavor. I don't think I hit. 13.
Defender wins.
Alright.
The Displacer Beast does get hit by your axe, but it's not by the sharp edge. It's just like the blunt end just kind of turns in your hand and you didn't aim it correctly. And so he just kind of grazes the side of him. And he looks back at you and kind of like one of the heads just kind of looks at you while the other one's not, and just kind of makes a cheesy cat grin.
And these flames start to lick out the sides of my mouth as I get increasingly angry. I've already dealt with Frank today twice. And now I have to deal with this cat. And Dave.
We're going to go back to the top of the order, which is going to be back to you, Smarpy.
So everyone just occurred, and my last hit, I'm going to just kind of toss over the war pick into my other hand. Again, do kind of like the claw thing and bring down another bolt of lightning.
All right, so he does a dex save again. It's going to be a 17 this time for his
Makes
dex
it
save.
so 1.
1 damage.
Reach out with my right hand and my shield, bring down the lightning. Right after that, I just do come across my chest with my left hand and try to hit.
All right, give me the attack.
14.
14 is actually a hit, so give me the attack or the damage.
5.
5 damage. All right, let's describe that attack for us.
It's a very simple kind of attack. It's that left hand just coming across the body. I'm not sure what is right in front of me right now, but it's just, I'm in a frenzy and I really don't care what I hit. I'm just hitting it as hard as I can.
We'll say the war pick like pierces its like left shoulder or something.
Yeah.
And then after Smarpy, we're going to be on to Barbara.
Where's this?
The Displacer Beast is standing right in front of you. You're standing right next to Smarpy, and Smarpy is between you and Bernard, and then y'all are kind of circling in a semicircle kind of motion around this Displacer Beast that has 2 heads and a bunch of tentacles.
Okay, question. I don't use melee weapons.
Okay.
As far as daggers go, do I have to retrieve those?
Yeah, they're currently pierced in the Displacer Beast.
Okay.
So you'd have to retrieve them if you wanted to use them again.
Okay. Do I get to use sneak attack, or do I need to try to be stealthy?
You could rotate around the creature to flank and get advantage.
Okay. I'm going to flank the Displacer Beast to attempt to retrieve my daggers.
Let's give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That is an 18 plus 6.
Okay. With a 24, I'll say you grab onto your daggers that are piercing inside the Displacer Beast and yank them out with a cartwheel, getting to the flanking side of the Displacer Beast. And do I give you a full action? Is that movement?
I mean, did
I
do
that's
get a bonus
movement.
action, right?
I would say that's movement. She
I
did
would-
it.
Was it
she did
movement
it-
free? Technically, grabbing an item is a free action.
And if you think about it, Barbara put herself in a precarious position. If Barbara failed that, a terrible thing would have happened.
I'm sure it would have. I'm going to
Sometimes
say you
movement.
sacrifice your movement there, and you do have your attacks still.
Okay, so I'm doing this cartwheel, and as I finish this cartwheel, I will somersault over
Yeah.
the displacement beast and dig both of my daggers into its back.
All right, give me the attacks.
That is an 18 plus 6.
You get advantage because you're flanking. Didn't get the crit though. But that first one does hit, so give me the second attack.
That is a
roll
critic.
again.
But you get advantage.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Okay.
That is a 14 plus 8.
All right, so 22 is a
Plus
hit
6.
as well.
Sorry.
So you both attacks hit, so give me the damage for both.
So that is 7 plus 4. So 11 damage.
11 damage. All right, so the Displacer Beast takes the slashes from the dagger. And after Barbara, we're on to the Displacer Beast. And honestly, Barbara, you have been currently the most effective against the Displacer Beast, and you did just attract it with all these beautiful movements with your acrobatics. And so it turns to you and tries to attack. What is your AC?
My AC is 15. However, I do have Skirmisher. Can I dash as an action?
You can use Skirmisher as a reaction, yes. And so the Displacer Beast instead turns to one of the others. I guess we'll do Lucas high and
Okay, you son of a bitch.
Jeremy.
Ooh, feeling spicy.
It's a 3, so Low's going to go to Jeremy.
Yes.
Remember, you have resistance against pretty much
Everything. And I'm also small. And he is large. I don't know what that does in 5th edition.
I don't think it does any.
Are you causing disadvantage in any way?
I am now.
Yes. What
do you do? Plot point. So when he turns his heads at me, I go nuts. I'm I'm just gonna reach out. I'm gonna go underneath his abdomen and grab his nipples and twist. I am going to give him the biggest titty twister he's ever had.
Does it have electricity because you're a Storm Herald?
And it doesn't do damage. It also tickles.
All right, so just so you know, you are causing disadvantage here with the plot point because I did roll a critical on the attack, so you're doing great. However, there is a consequence still that we still have to take into effect. And we need you, Deidre, to tell us what the consequence of Smarpy giving this Displacer Beast a purple nurple.
Okay, the consequence is that in your excitement of running to give this Displacer Beast a purple nurple, you realize that this Displacer Beast is now in the bog. And you are so short that your hands giving off this electrical current is just barely touching the water. And so in the excitement, you are electrocuting yourself and just dealing the exact same amount of pain, laughter, and nipple pain.
So
nipple contortion.
Yeah, so we are singing and shouting in harmony.
Yes.
Might I also add something to that? I am standing in the same vicinity in this bog, so it seems that I am being electrocuted.
In this situation
in my electric armor, in my metal armor, I am being electrocuted.
So you did dispose disadvantage with this process. The consequence is that you are also shocking yourself. So so I did roll a critical. I'm going to continue to roll his attack because as you run past him, he does try to attack you.
Yep, that's fine.
The second roll is a 3, so I'm going to assume his attack bonus of +6 does not add enough to get your AC.
No,
so he does miss. However, he does have multi-attack, so another tentacle comes towards you, Bernard.
Oh.
And with that attack, it is a 21.
That hits.
The 21 does hit. So the tentacle hits for 1d6 plus 4. That is so fucking weak. 8 damage.
So this tentacle comes in.
Oh, it's 1d6 plus 4 bludgeoning plus 1d6 piercing. That's better.
Okay, then.
That makes more sense.
So 12 damage total.
Smarpy, you bitch. Fuck.
And so we're going to keep you in that position where you are, Smarpy, for the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you do the electrical pulse, it will be an automatic success. He does not have a dex save, but the damage you do does to you as well. Do does to you. After the beast, we have you, Bernard. Currently, in what you were seeing is Smarpy is underneath this large monstrosity displacer beast, and Barbara has run.
Shit. Smarpy, you bitch. That hurts so much. Oh, you're gonna pull a muscle. Dear boy. All right, then. I'm going to attack this beastie. Let's see. So Smarpy is Smarpy is under it, right?
Correct.
So theoretically, we're flanking it. Just saying.
Nah.
There aren't really flanking rules.
He used a plot point. He's grappling the displacer beast, which gives you advantage.
Okay.
I'll give you that. He's not flanking. He's just grappling for you to hit.
So Bernard composes himself. Like he shakes himself up, and he grabs hold of his great axe once again, both hands gripping this blade, this yellow, sickly light glowing around him, and he still doesn't use a spell. Because it takes an entire action. And he brings his blade down, shouting,
Vosolarengor.
which is infernal for, "You stupid shit, just die." There's a lot of swears in Infernal. It makes sense. Let's roll with advantage, dear travelers. Ooh, 22.
22 is a hit.
12 damage.
12?
Wait. Hold your horses, David Cole. I'm gonna smite that shit.
Okay. How does smite work? I don't have a paladin in forward, so
When an attack hits, I can expend a spell slot to make my attack a smite. So the yellow energy glowing around him actually does something this time. It lights up this axe as his hands are sailing down. This strange visceral language escaping his lips, this flames licking about because he's infuriated, and this axe slams into this creature, and this energy one would not call holy, perhaps unholy, deals a slight bit more damage. But thank goodness our beautiful party members are distracted. I deal you 18 damage.
18 damage. Go ahead and describe your smite for us. You have disabled the displacer beast in some way.
It's not dead. It's just
It's not dead. It's disabled in some way.
Bring this axe down to this energy bursting out. I slice through one of the 4 tentacles flailing around, and it hits right into its spine, not severing it, but slamming into it and bringing the creature down, slamming Smarpy beneath the mud. And causing this electrical ripple, which slightly electrocutes Barnard, annoys him even more when he drags the axe down even further, ripping it out of the creature. You, good sir, are done for the day. It is closing time for the displacer beast. And I put my axe away.
So Smarpy, it is your turn. I believe he sort of described the electrical pulse that's going to start at the beginning of your turn. So go ahead and give us the damage that's going to be dealt to you, the displacer beast, and Bernard.
Yeah, this sucks.
But we all get to roll our own decks.
The beast does not. I'm giving you an automatic success.
Okay.
12.
Can I roll?
Yes,
it as
you
well?
can.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I realize the position that I'm in, so I'm going to try to get out of this situation. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to get out of here right now. Because then I can maybe go a few feet away and just bring it into the water.
Yeah, well, before the lightning bolt hits.
Yes.
Let's give me that shock.
Right. Still,
The dex.
Right. Well, damage will be 2. My personal save is not enough, so I take the full 2.
I got a 12. I don't think that makes it right.
No, the DC
13, I think.
13.
Oh my goodness. I was 1 off.
Yep.
All right, so Smarpy, as you bring down this lightning bolt, you roll from underneath the displacer beast, but you don't get out in time, shocking yourself. But the fury gives you enough energy to push and try to get this attack in. So how would you like to attack the displacer beast on your turn?
So yes, as I bring down that lightning one more time as I roll up. So I roll and I come up to one knee, and I have my shield up above me a little bit, but I bring my my left hand up and over, just slam right into its paw.
All right, give me the attack.
8.
Yeah, the 8 is not enough to hit. So you kind of stumble in your step trying to get the axe to hit, or the war pick to hit, but you just miss, and the war pick just goes deep into the ground. And we're back to you, Barbara, for the possible ending to this fight.
So this thing is just disengaged. What does that mean?
No, it's disabled, like handicapped. He broke his spine. He can't move.
Oh,
So you
that's sad.
I tried, okay? I really tried.
So this is a mercy killing.
Yeah, I think we're probably at the moment.
No,
where
this is a spite fill.
Barbara, just please end this creature. I don't want Smarpy to hurt me anymore.
Oh, you like it.
I really,
Oh, you like it.
if I was blue, perhaps, but I am red, and that is not a good thing.
Okay, with all of this electrical current going on through the bog, I am going to take a shot from afar with my short bow.
And you do have advantage because the creature is disabled.
Well, then that is a sneak attack, yeah?
Correct.
Ooh, that is a critical.
As good as advantage. Oh my.
One
my
and then
goodness.
2. Okay.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So y'all were doing better when the beast was active.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm sorry I did this to us. I used unholy energy and I fucked the whole thing up.
Okay, I am completely distracted by everything.
Yeah, the arrow just kind of flies over everyone's head and goes deep into the forest.
Smarpy just give him up?
Barbara, I don't mean to criticize your shot, but you almost hit me in the face.
So it appears the beast will have another chance to attack with multi-attack with his tentacles.
Oh no. At least I
Um,
took out one.
So you hit him in the spine, lower, like in his mid-back, but his tentacles are actually attached to his neck. So they're still moving. So the tentacles swipe around, trying to attack both you, Smarpy, and Bernard.
Oh, good heavens.
Smarpy, I'm going to have a 15 on that attack. Does that beat your AC?
It is not, Dave.
All right. And then the second attack will be a 19 on you, Bernard.
Oh, what do you know? You hit me.
So the damage will be bludgeoning and piercing both, 10 damage.
Oh, by the shining. Oh, ew. Why? Why didn't you just kill it, Barbara? I hurt so much.
So even though you've already sheathed your war axe in a fancy way, it is now your turn, Bernard.
I'm so upset. Like, if you could feel upset, if you could take yourself to a moment of a birthday party where no one was shown, where you were standing there on the cliff face of
I
your
usually allow 3 words.
No, this is happening.
Okay, it's like,
Or as you stand on the cliff face of your draconian compound, realizing that no one remembered your birth date, you would
Smarty, it's
realize
your turn.
this pain. I will gladly sacrifice my turn for that. Wait, I have a bonus action. I use lay on hands on myself. While I'm saying this, my hands are on my abdomen and my chest, and I heal myself for 15.
yeah, Smarpy's gonna like look at Bernard, look at Barbara, look at Bernard.
Just kill the
this whole
thing already.
No, this is the middle of your speech.
Oh, okay.
Look at Barbara, roll his eyes, and then just punch the displacer beast as he I should say, uses his shield to kind of like shoulder him,
Okay.
unleashing the lightning.
I was gonna say, please don't unarmed attack this creature.
He's still handicapped, so I'm not going to do a dex save.
Okay. 1.
Nailed it.
And then, so I'm gonna like shoulder it, and I'm gonna like almost like twirl with the war pick, and I'm just gonna like kind of like swing almost like a baseball bat.
He is prone, because his spine's broken, so you have advantage on the attack.
Watch as we miss horribly.
14.
14 is a hit, so you can give me the damage. 10? That's the exact number I needed to show everybody so you can see.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, you've almost killed Bernard this fight.
So how do you kill the displacer beast, Smarpy?
Oh, so this is what I do. So like I said, I like shoulder it as I hit it with my shield and shoulder. It's when I kind of like bring down the lightning and I spin and turn. I just like nail that pick right into it. When I kind of feel its like life kind of go limp a little bit, I just continue to almost like shred through its hide with that pick. You just kind of like hear that tearing this tissue, and then I just climb on top of it, and I just start smashing into it like I'm freaking mining for freaking ore, like right on top, like right between its two heads and his shoulder, and I'm just going fucking nuts.
Some black blood gets sprayed on you, Bernard, from all this.
I just aggravatedly
I'm screaming like
I aggravatedly wipe this. Oh no, we killed Jeremy. I aggravatedly wipe this off my face and I say, where was that energy 2 minutes ago? I look to see if Dave is still within the vicinity.
He is. He's on his back about 20 feet away, and he's looking back at you now that you've defeated the Displacer Beast, and he says,
Oh, man, you did it.
Dave, you did not have faith in us.
I didn't have faith in me getting involved in this. I was trying to get away. I ain't got a foot.
Because of your actions, we were harmed.
Hey,
And I'm slowly walking towards him.
hey, this isn't Dave's fault. Come on.
I look at Barbara. I go, my face like completely changes to like a happy appearance. Of course, you're right. Yes, this was not Dave's fault. Dave, sorry about that. Let's get moving. Up and at him, Dave. We're not in the bog.
So he climbs, he steps up, and he looks at you, and says,
Okay, yeah, I can think I can walk at this point.
Good.
and so the four of you continue walking forward.
Let's
they're
just
gonna have
get...
to like wave like.
I let Smarpy
You're
do
gonna be
his,
like, okay,
we...
okay, Smarpy.
Yeah, like
we're
we
done
walk by Smarpy a little bit, and then we go, come Smarpy. Like as he's like smashing into it.
You continue on for a couple hours, and then it finally comes into vision. You're on the other end of the sigil moon, and there is a small, ancient-looking archway, probably about 10 feet tall. And as you come into vision of it, it senses you, and it activates, and a white, clearish kind of haze emerges in between the archway.
Is that Aces?
Does this look like Aces?
And it's just a portal.
I don't know. That it looks like a portal. Does it look like the portal that I came through?
No, it's a different color, but of course the chaos portal was changing between a series of different patterns and colors. It could have shown this color at some point and you didn't know it. So you're not sure.
This appears to be a portal. I haven't seen one like this before, though.
I'm gonna like walk forward a little bit and pick up a rock.
Okay.
Like throw it at it.
Okay, so you throw a rock at the portal and it goes right through and disappears, doesn't go out the other side or anything.
All right, you know the drill. Let's hold hands and walk through. Dave, come on.
So he walks forward and
We all hold hands.
you're going to hold hands and walk through. Does everyone agree to that?
What's the Stranger Things song?
Make believe I am everywhere.
And we walk through the portal.
So who's first?
Yeah, I dedicated my life to keeping these people safe, so I will hold their hands and I'll walk through.
All right, so you walk into the portal first, Bernard. Give me a strength save to hold on to them.
Do I get advantage because of love and friendship?
No.
Shit.
Hey, you got it, though.
21.
All right, so
You're coming with me.
So you hold on to them, and you all get yanked into this portal as it sucks Bernard in.
Where's Dave?
Dave is with you.
He's holding hands.
holding hands.
We took the barkeep the whole way.
Make sure.
And not Astra. Barbara, you are feeling the same sense that you felt before, that same description that I gave you whenever the chaos portal pulled you through. That muscle tearing, the eye sockets being like having heavy pressure. And then you see grass. All of you. And you hit the ground.
Oh, I hate this. At least Frank's not here.
And you look up, and there's Frank. And it's the Sigil Moon Inn.
Frank, could you ever fly?
My brother.
Shit.
And we'll say the bottle cap is the token if you want to give me a bottle cap whenever you're ready.
Do we each have one? How does this work?
Yeah, you each have 1 plot point.
But if
Forever?
you drink another beer, you get 2.
Shit. All right, Michelle, hand me another Killian's. A Killian's.
Yeah.
House rules.
Yeah. It's been solidified.
That's real Drunks and Dragons.
you.
That is
Whenever
a
you control the story by
This
how many
is-
bottle caps you have.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
This is a 4 orbs rule, and get ready for some crazy plot points.
I don't always drink.
Here, pass it here.
When I do.
I think that's a
I
hand.
play D&D.
It's for plot points.
Nope, that's gonna rip my skin off. Wait, you have crazy hands, so that might work. Can't get out of this voice. I'm stuck.
Yeah, mine's dental on the throat.
I didn't. Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, this is weird actually doing a voice for once. But I know this is a voice I can do, so why not?
It is easy to get stuck inside this thing.
I know, right?
Once you're in these pants don't come off till you travel in that sisterhood.
I mean, this is how I feel most of the time anyway. So this is pretty easy.
That's a rough word. It's almost as weird as mouthfeel. Remember that? Oh, it's not a fun
What?
word. Apparently, it's a noun. I don't think so.
What is it?
It's more like an adjective.
Mouthful.
It's like a describing word, isn't
What,
it?
mouthful?
Yeah.
Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
Like how something feels in your mouth.
I've never heard of that term.
Well,
Like when wine tasting or coffee tasting. I work at
Oh,
Starbucks, so I know
gotcha.
about mouthfeel.
I've heard
Some
of mouth
coffees
hug.
hit you differently in the front of the tongue or the back of the tongue.
tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
A whole new world
A new fantastic
point of view.
What's that?
Anywhere, time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you.